Hey everyone, I have this special video for you. I have had some requests for me to reveal my super list. This is my super list of stocks that basically I am always going to if they dip. They're stocks that I've pretty much evaluated to be, in my opinion, the best stocks on the market. Basically, my criteria for the most part is fundamentally driven. Basically, they're highly rated stocks by Schwab Equity Ratings, LSEG, Morningstar, Argus, Market Edge, CFRA. So they're high rated stocks. They're either 4 or 5 stars by CFRA. Market Edge has them as a long. Argus has them as a buy. Morningstar usually has them as 3, 4, or 5 stars. LSEG has them as an outperform, and Schwab has them as a C. And then also just anecdotally, I like the stocks. They're in the right industry. They're companies I like. Oracle is the first example of the stock that I like. Now, they're not always in the power momentum strategy, but if they are and they're dipping, I pretty much want to buy them. But as you can see, Oracle just recently is one on my power list. I'm going to go through my super list here real quick. But Oracle is one that the 50-day moving average just recently crossed over the 100-day moving average. And the price just recently went over the 200-day. And then what do you know? It just gaps up on goods earnings, and then it's just super hot. Right now, it is not a buy because it is just so far above this Keltner channel that... in fact, if I own the stock, I might be trimming it right here. But I tell you what, long-term Oracle looks pretty good. It's in the right industry. They're in that, cloud software and software applications industry, and they look like they could be booming. So here's another one, Taiwan Semi. It's highly rated on all these ratings. The 50-day moving average just crossed over the 100-day moving average. The stocks just crossed over the 200-day moving average not too long ago, and it just looks hot. This is a buy. On my list, I just need to time it. So right now it's way above the Keltner channels, waiting for it to pull back. Here's another one on my super list, Microsoft, same thing. Everything lines up. Most recently, it crossed over these moving averages. The 50 went over the 100, and it's just a hot stock, waiting for it to dip. Johnson Controls, another decent company, building systems, A-rated by Schwab, by the way, and it's just a hot stock. PayPal. This is a stock that was in the dumps for a long time. It does not fit the criteria. The 50-day is below the 100-day. The stock price is still below the 200-day moving average, but it is a stock that I do like, and I think it has a lot of upside. Just waiting for these to cross over. I would guess if the stock keeps going strong, all this will cross over pretty soon, and everything will line up for the power momentum strategy, but right now, staying away from it. Visa, another same thing, just strong stock, right in the area, A-rated by Schwab. Citigroup, highly rated, banking stock, everything's lining up. Goldman Sachs, a financial institution, 50-day, not too far back, just crossed the 100-day. The price went over the 200. Everything looks very bullish. Caterpillar, highly rated stock on my list. Not one of my personal favorites, but it's on this list, and everything is starting to line up. It just crossed the 200-day moving average. The 50-day is going to go over that 100-day moving average anytime soon. So any kind of dips, it's probably a buy right now. Hopefully the economy keeps going, and if so, I think Caterpillar is a good industrial type stock. MasterCard, here's another solid stock. Boom, 50 days over the 100. JP Morgan, one of the big banks here in the world actually. It's in the middle of the Keltner channel. Looks like a fair buy. Morgan Stanley, another holding company and financial products company. Right in that middle of the Keltner channel. Everything has crossed over. Looks like it's got the power momentum strategy going. Schwab. I really do like this stock. Everything's lined up, middle of the Keltner channel. Google, still waiting for it to line up. The price is above the 200-day moving average. That's good. It just hasn't quite crossed over the 50 over the 100. It's probably going to float down a little bit. And by then, that 50-day should cross over and it could be lined up for a buy. Netflix, one of my perennial best traders. This one works so well on the strategy. It's kind of in the middle of that Keltner channel, so maybe a decent buy area. I'm looking at it. I like to get a little bit better deal on it. Arista Networks, this has been a hot stock. So good for me for the last couple years, but it really got hit hard recently, and it's just trying to recover, getting the price over that 200-day moving average. As you can see, it keeps selling off at that 200-day moving average. So it's having a hard time recovering over that. And this 50-day wants to creep over the 100-day, but it hasn't done it yet. It needs to have a little bit of strength here, stay above this 200, and then it looks like a go. BYD, I mentioned this in one of my videos previously. Everything's kind of lined up. The 50 days crossed over the 100-day. The price is over the 200. It's a very highly rated stock and it's a good stock according to these experts. Bank New York Mellon. It's kind of a smaller bank compared to JP Morgan and Citigroup, regional bank, I think. And basically, everything's lined up. It's a fair buying price. Could be a good stock. Booking, here's a nice strong stock. It's been good for a long, long time. But it runs. It does. It kind of has its consolidations and it doesn't look great, and then it runs and runs. Right now, it's dipping back down. It's towards the middle of the Keltner channel. I don't know if it's necessarily a great bargain, but it's a fair price according to the system. It's A-rated by Schwab Equity Ratings. I think it's a good stock. American Express, the price is over 200-day moving average. The 50-day and the 100, they're right lined up. Recently crossed over. It looks like it's regained all its momentum, so it's back. And AVPT, AvPoint, really interesting technology, well rated, smaller kind of growthy type company. Everything's lined up. It's a fair buying price. AT&T, here's a stock that is just kind of in a good sector, telecommunications services. I think it's kind of somewhat resistant to economic downturns. Everybody's got to have cell phones, and it's just been a steady Eddie stock, down to the left, up and to the right. And it's also a cheap stock. It's not even $30 a share, so I mean it's a nice one to buy options on, or long-term leaps and options, because they're not that expensive as far as how much it's going to cost on your account. So it's towards the top of the Keltner channel, hasn't floated down there, but decent stock. Interactive Brokers, another electronic brokerage firm type company, and it's actually down towards that bottom of that Keltner channel, but it's a strong stock. It could be a buy right now according to the system. It's A-rated by Schwab Equity Ratings, 5 stars by CFRA. It's a long by Market Edge. It's an outperform by LSEG. So it's an interesting stock. Salesforce, CRM, a behemoth, a company that's getting into the AI industry, or is in the AI industry, with agents and all kinds of neat software and platforms and data integration and engines and all kinds of amazing technologies. But the stock price is below the 200-day moving average, and the 50-day moving average is below the 100-day moving average. So nothing has lined up. So this is a stock I'm not looking to buy. I'm being patient, but when everything lines up, it'll go back on my list. But it's on my super list. It's a stock that is one of those ones. Another example is Contour Brands. It's an apparel company. They produce all kinds of neat denim type products and footwear. And basically, it's been a hot stock for a long time, but recently it's sold off and just has not recovered. It's still below the 200-day moving average. Progressive. A really good insurance business with nice technology backing it up. They do all kinds of neat stuff. Of course, they have their funny commercials. And basically it looks like it's gonna bounce off that 200-day moving average, so it could be a buy. Looking for it to have a few more green days right here, or a green day with a lot of volume, something like that kind of indicates that buyers are stepping in. But this is one that's kind of in that buy zone. It's B rated by Schwab Equity Ratings. It's 4 stars by CFRA. I will say Morningstar doesn't like them. It's got 1 star from Morningstar, which makes me wonder. And then T-Mobile. T-Mobile's A rated by Schwab, 5 stars by CFRA. It's a buy by Argus. It's an outperform by LSEG, but it just has not. It's just, has not really regained its momentum. I thought it would hit this double bottom here and take off. It might be doing what I call a liquidity sweep, where basically they're just getting the last group of sellers out right down here, maybe picking up people's stop losses, whatever it may be, and then hopefully it recovers. But it's below that 200-day moving average. Not good, actually. And it looks like the 100-day moving average is going to go above the 50-day, or inversely, that 50-day is going to slip below the 100-day moving average. That is not good either. So I am concerned that T-Mobile might be a loss for me. You get them once in a while, but with this system, there's usually very few losses. I don't know. I'm kind of keeping my stops loose and being pretty patient, because I think long term, I think it could be okay. But hey, if the system says dump it, then I've got to dump it. I think if this 100-day goes below the 50 and the price doesn't recover pretty soon, I may have to dump it for a loss. But basically, this is my entire super list. I actually want to add a stock into this super list right now as we speak, and I'm going to add in Meta. I don't know why Meta wasn't in this list. Sometimes things get erased out. But I've gone through this list enough to know that something was missing. So Meta's on my super list, A-rated, super stock. It recently recovered the 50-day, the 100-day, and the 200-day. And I mean, this is one that's like, hey, whenever this dips, I want to typically buy it. It's really been a good performer for me. So this is my super list. Oracle, Taiwan Semi, Microsoft, Johnson Controls, NVIDIA, which I didn't go over, but NVIDIA is on the super list. PayPal, Meta, Citigroup, Visa, Goldman Sachs, CAT, Morgan Stanley, JP Morgan, MasterCard, Schwab, Google, Netflix, BYD, Arista Networks, Booking, Bank of New York Mellon, American Express, AvePoint, AT&T, Interactive Brokers, Salesforce, Contour Brands, Progressive, and T-Mobile. That's my super list. So I hope this goes out to everyone that was asking me for it. I've done a lot of research and spent a lot of time on it, so hopefully it helps you. And please leave a comment. Tell me what's on your super list, what stock you like the best. Love to hear that and research what you like. Thanks. Bye.